Hey, this is Jeff Doyle. Welcome to this episode of Tracking 200. I'm just in the woods right now looking to do a move on one of my trail cams. I'm on the way back from northern New Hampshire where we had a successful moose hunt. My dad was really awesome, and stay tuned because there's gonna be a great video coming out on that hunt. Anyways, after spending 8 to 9 days in the woods, I got a real good feel for what's going on with the deer as well as the moose. And as far as the bucks go, they're starting to put down scrapes. Seeing a number of scrapes. I'm not talking about scrapes where they're habitual scrapes used year after year, those community scrapes. These are, the bucks are just, must be their testosterone is starting to heat up a little bit, and they're breaking off the licking branches. They're putting down scrapes that are just, from what I think, just kind of them feeling a little ruddy. Things are starting to pop for them. And I saw one nice scrape line, 4 scrapes right in a row on Friday, walking right down a logging road just like the one I'm on today. And so if the season had already started, I would be probably trying to work those scrapes. I know that youth weekend is open, and so hopefully there's been a few successful youth hunters maybe using the same approach. So what I'll do is I'll insert a few photos and videos that I have from my trail cam sets thus far. There's really nothing that I think is amazingly big. I've got one nice 10 point, what looks like one nice 8 point, and I had one camera set in another location where there's some big rubs. Always wanted to find out who's making these big rubs, and lo and behold, my camera right now is out of commission because it looks like maybe a bear knocked it over. I'm using the spy point so I get updates on a daily basis. But I also have a little kind of crab claw, lobster claw, whatever you might call him, buck, and he's rubbing a tree that he can't even get his antlers around. So not always is it a big buck that makes big rubs, but I have seen some rubs that are absolutely shredded, and when I see shredded rubs on big trees, that does tell me it's a big buck. So I'll insert those. Go ahead, have a look at them, let me know what you think. If you're also in the process of putting together your plan for this year, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. I know a few people have reached out to me, and I really appreciate it, showing their support, also telling me, giving me some help and tips on where I might find a buck that weighs 200 pounds. So I appreciate that, and there'll be more to come. What I've stumbled upon here and looking for a new set is a little beech nut crop. And so I've heard down in southern New Hampshire the acorns are tremendous, and I would say it's also been a good year for the beech nuts. It may not show up good on camera, but you can see the deer or bear have been digging around here, and I think it's probably deer because I already checked out these beech trees. I didn't see any bear claw marks climbing up them, but just to give folks an idea of what a beech nut is, if you're not from the Northeast, if you're viewing from a different area and you haven't seen these, it's a little triangular nut, and you can crack these open. There's a little nut inside. I'm gonna find a husk so I can show folks what the outside looks like where it grows on the tree. So that's a husk. It's got these little, they're not actually sharp, but these little spikes on the outside, and that opens up and out comes this triangular shaped nut. And what you then have to do is peel this apart, and when you peel it apart, there is another nut inside that's edible and quite tasty, I might say. So I'm going to open this one up. Some of these up here hollow, they're caved in, and there's seasons where the majority of them are like that, and that's called a mast crop failure, where it starts to produce the nut but then never actually grows the nut. So that's what the inside looks like, and it's quite tasty, nutritious little snack. So if the season was open already, I might be trying to spend some time in around these beach stands. Well, that wraps up another episode of Tracking 200. If you enjoyed the series, go ahead and give this video the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button so you know the next time a video comes out, you'll be notified. And if you have comments or questions, post them in the comment section. I love hearing from people. Everybody's got something to learn, including me. So if you've got ideas, tactics you want to share, go ahead and put them in. If you got questions, put them in as well. I'll do my best to answer them. See you on the trail.